Alright, cool. They don't know. Alright, listen guys. Hey, grown-ups men in the building, make some noise! Right, guys, we apologise. We're laughing at some reaction. Some guy being a bit silly. The big man. But listen, second half of the show. Yeah, guys, we're focused. Yeah, we're out here. Right, we need to obviously. I need to make sure that we're kind of getting this all live. But as we do, let's kind of introduce who we've got in the building before we kind of announce what the topic is going to be. So starting this time, just from my immediate right, we've got
Mr. D. Darren.
This is not enough.
Yeah, you know, it's Pan-African, aka Dwayne.
Yo, what's going on? It's Rakes. It's good.
And obviously you got myself, the Devil's Advocate, John Cena. You know how it goes. You can't. Well, you can. It's irrelevant now, isn't it? Because man's here.
Still do.
You're gonna have to rethink that, right?
I've got to go over that one again. But anyway, listen. The topic for today is players, playboys, and fuckboys. Yeah. Is there such a thing as playboys being unlucky in love? Surely self-proclaimed players are not looking for relationships and love. They have one thing in mind, and that does not involve any type of commitment. Rakes is sipping your drink. I don't know why I said that. I just saw it out the corner of my eye. Yeah, but that's fine. Why are these type of men running away from settling down? Right, listen, before we kind of go on, guys, live calls on 07953 995 5253. I said that so wrong. Let me go again. 07953 995 5253. I think that's better. Don't know. What do you think?
Say it one more time so they get it.
Alright, cool, last one. 07953 995 5253. That sounded the best one.
If you ain't got it now, yo.
Right, listen. So we're gonna ask a question, yeah? Playboys, players, fuckboys. We know what it is. It sounds harsh, but we're basically talking about men who deceive in any type of relations with a woman, yeah? To get sex, basically. That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah. So they might lie and say that they're in love. What do you reckon, Ma? Yeah? They might say something like that. Why? No, because I'm just facing Marlon, so it's natural for me to kind of just talk that way still.
I hear that.
No, we'll talk. Yeah? But why? What's the whys? Why do these guys act like this? I'm still looking at you, man. I don't mean to. No, serious. It's just that you're in my eye line, bro.
I get it. You're not used to being on camera.
Exactly. It's one of them things. Listen, I've got to kind of settle into things. Yeah. But why do these guys act like this? Why do they find it necessary to lie and do all of these type of things?
Firstly, like, going on that question.
I wasn't asking it to you. I was just looking.
No, but everyone's quiet. This whole thing about a playboy, fuckboy, whatever, player, you cannot happily have this title, happily be this person, and then talk bullshit about I'm just unlucky in love. You're not unlucky in bullshit. Like, you just don't want it. At the end of the day, if that's what you want and that's the guy you want to be, don't tell anyone else about your unlucky in love, because that's not what you want. You're not about that life. Like, you want sex, and when you only want sex, don't tell anyone you're looking for love. And guys that say they're in love and all that bullshit just to get sex, dickheads.
What are you saying? What are you saying, D?
Yeah, I think it's very disappointing to hear when guys manipulate women in that sense, where they pretend they're in relationships or that they want a relationship in the future just so they can get in between the legs. It's quite disgusting. And I think it says a lot about that kind of a person. I personally feel that they've got a lot of growing to do, because even as a teenager, those were the things that I just wasn't doing. Like, you just don't manipulate to that degree. I can't rate men like that. I'm sorry.
Mr. D, what you saying? What are you saying on these players? Because I'm going to kind of bring a different, I don't know whether it's a different type of perspective to it. I want to find out the reasons as to the why. Why do these guys find it necessary? But yeah, sorry, carry on.
They're just mercenaries, isn't it? Simple. They just do what they need to do to get the job done.
Ooh.
And that's not something I would do or I have ever done. But yeah, there are men out there who are just cold-hearted and will say spit whatever bars they need to spit in order to get the job done. And there are some guys who
make it sound like a business transaction.
Well, some people see it as cutthroat as that.
Small to some people.
Wow. All right, let there's a secret joke going on there.
No.
No, because your laugh was too heavy.
No. There's a guy said that like having sex is like a sport to him, and
Wow.
that's fine.
My thing.
But alright, so this is my thing, right? We got these people, these fuckboys. Are they? If someone, let me just kind of put this spin on it. If someone is blatant about what they want towards a woman, like basically, I go out to a woman, yeah. I don't go to clubs and all these things, but yeah, I want to fuck you. I want to do X, Y, and Z. Like,
Nothing wrong.
am I a fuckboy for doing that?
No, in my books.
No.
See,
Or am I? Is it the audacity that makes you the fuckboy, or is it deceit and lies that make you the fuckboy?
I think it's the deceit and lies.
Yeah, I'm with Darren.
I think it's the deceit and lies. Because for me personally, I don't see why I would need to have to tell a lie in order to get sense. Like there's a woman, a chick, what out there for you who's gonna accept game, innit? Run your game and whatever. You don't need to lie.
But I don't want that one. I want that one.
But sometimes you can't have.
Boy.
And as growing up, you were taught that sometimes you cannot have.
yeah.
Alright,
You
but don't you have
shouldn't
skill?
have to be lying to get what you
Right, so it's almost like
Stealing,
theft.
it's like stealing. Yeah, you're
theft.
stealing.
So the deception. All right, cool. So my thing would be this, yeah, and my perception on so-called fuckboys and people who deceive women, especially when in a relationship. And shout out to the women as well. You said that we're kind of always negative on women. Hey, this is your show right now. Yeah, this is your chance. But there's fuck girls out there as well. But let's stick to the guys on this one, right?
Go on.
Yeah, I personally think a lot of it is down to upbringing.
Yes.
Yeah. It's hear me out first. Hear me out. Hear me out. Upbringing, it is down to, there's going to be part ego and there's also going to be part insecurity.
Insecurities.
Yeah.
That's the one right.
Insecurities, right. And let me tell you what I mean in terms of the, let me explain. Yeah. In terms of how you was kind of brought up, for one, influences of parents. Yeah. And these are just, and listen, I'm not trying to say these are the only reason, I'm just saying these are contributing factors, influences, yeah, or can be, yeah. How you've seen women treated, yeah. How you've seen your father conduct themselves, how you've seen men that you look up to conduct themselves and be credited for, yeah. So I'm talking, you've got men who ill-treat women, but the guys in the bar and all that, they're high-fiving. Do you understand what I mean?
How you seen your mother being treated?
But listen,
Yeah, true. That too.
I definitely don't agree with upbringing, simply because I know guys who have had perfectly fine upbringings.
No, he's not saying in every sense of
I'm not saying your upbringing is
It
bad, you know.
can be an example. It
Yeah.
can be a factor.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
That's
It
with anything.
can be a factor. Yeah, I suppose I can't dispute that. It can be a factor, but I don't think in a lot of occasions it is a factor. I just think it's a case of like your social circle, isn't it? It's your social circle. Your social circle.
No.
guys-
That's like saying if your boy is a player, you're a player as well.
No, sir.
No.
Alright, let me
Listen,
put.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
go
Hold
on.
on 1 second. If you're out there and you're approaching girls and you're not getting no love, you're getting rejected. That's your, yeah. And you're seeing your boys spitting crazy bars to these girls. Oh, babes, I love you, and the girls are having it and rare. Some men are gonna adapt their game.
I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you say something else. I agree with that.
I agree.
And this is what I'm
I
saying.
thought what you were saying initially was that if you're around boys that's their lifestyle that you just join it. It means that's what you wanted to do in the first place. There's a difference.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
I
that.
hear that.
Let me go into a different perspective as well. And especially when we're talking about fuckboys, we kind of have to relate it a little bit towards the age that we are.
Yeah.
You know, we're in our mid-30s, some going on to late 30s. Listen, let's not take a minute. But yeah, anyway. Mid-30s, you know, let's talk about people in their mid-20s to maybe mid-30s. A lot of these people have not got out of their system what a lot of other guys who are now successfully in relationships, marriages, etc. got out of their system when they were 16, 17, 18. Do you understand what I mean? So it's almost like, sometimes I feel within guys, we have to get a certain period out of us. Do you understand what I mean?
100%. 100%.
And sometimes when people ain't found that, you know, especially sometimes you hear about, I don't know, people who were together from when they were 16, 17, in this relationship for 10, 15 years, and then all of a sudden, all of these shit comes out, this man was doing X, Y, and Z. Because, you understand what I mean?
When you say get out of your
system.
system, though, I just think that's just a transitional period of maturity.
Yes.
That's all it is. It's not, it's not a number that you've got to get through. It's just maturity.
But in relation to fuckboys, a lot of you know out there, like you've got uncles, I hate to say it, some dads who are big ages and still doing that shit.
They're still fuckboys.
And
let's say it right.
And for me, definition of fuckboy. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you are of a certain age and you're still running around town sleeping with this woman, that woman,
It's embarrassing.
then boy, you got to look at
Embarrassing
yourself.
to who?
Yeah, man.
You think they're embarrassed?
I'll be
Alright,
embarrassed.
but listen, let me come from
it.
it as the son, but as the guy that's doing it, you think they're embarrassed? They're fine. He's 45 and he's still banging how many girls? He ain't embarrassed.
Right.
Yeah, but it depends on the situation and the circumstance.
All right, let me say a few things, right? And then I need to go to the stream as well. I don't want to leave anyone out. Right. In terms of you saying about 45 and going around and he's fucking this girl and that, part of that reason is because when they get to those ages, the example set of successful relationships and marriages, the fucking people look miserable. They look tired, and sometimes they look on it and they think, well, fuck that. I'd rather keep doing this. You understand what I mean? There might be that aspiration there for them to want to be in a relationship and do all them things, but I'm talking to us three as well. No disrespect to you, bro. That's cool. We gotta look happy, man. We gotta look happy out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Start setting the real examples of what a marriage and a union can kind of bring in terms of completing you as a man. So you're not just out there.
But my thing is though, fam, if you're looking at people and thinking, oh, these people are unhappy in their relationship, and if that's gonna sway you to continue beating, then you're not really about.
You should never be
You're not
watching
really
anyone
about.
else
Do you know
anyway.
what I mean? You're not really about that, because a grown person knows a relationship is peaks and troughs. Do you know what I mean? So if you're looking at your brethren and thinking, my brethren don't really look happy in the relationship, so I'm just gonna keep on beating. You're not really about that.
So,
Alright, let me go on, Rex, and I'll go
you
to
lot
the
going
stream.
on about all this deception and like guys being deceitful and all of that, yeah? Like, don't get it twisted. Like, there are many guys out there that don't have to lie, don't have a next girlfriend, don't have to be talking about I love you and all of that to get sex. Now, there are plenty of guys out there that can see multiple women. Don't be telling them no lies, be very real about it, and there are plenty of girls out there that are happy to go along with it. And there are plenty of girls out there that are happy when a guy approaches them and he says, yeah, I've got a girl, but I want to do this to you. And they're still going along with it. So don't ever get it twisted and think like it's just men like being deceitful. Like, same thing like with the topic we was talking about before. Women, if you allow that, guys will do it. So the whole thing about guys going into relationships and whatever, why do they need to? If there are women out there willing to give them sex and they don't want, and the guys don't want a relationship, then really everyone wins, isn't it?
So it's a fair game.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just take it to a stream because I think with this one I actually lose some comments. Right. Hey, shout out Clark. Yeah, Clark's coming into the stream. Yeah, big up man like Clark. Right. Women lie all the time to obtain men. Yeah, he's flipped this. Bras, makeup, heels, bum pad, surgery. Drop the men out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Simone. She said laugh out now. Clark. Right, Michelle's come in and said the new age fuckboy is they are disrespectful and rude to nearly everyone with a pulse who makes the mistake of coming into contact with them. They are vain and narcissistic and have particular obsessions with their phones, especially the acts of taking selfies and posting about how awesome they are on social media.
Well, someone's putting up with
so it's the fuckboys of the public thing. Is that what it?
There are women that like that, isn't it?
This is
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. There's a market for it. If there's a market, they're gonna.
Guys will continue doing it if there are women constantly liking it.
Okay.
And it works both ways. Because I think the same thing about women constantly showing pictures of themselves and this and that. They continuously do it because there are guys liking it.
So it's attentions and it's drawn in. Okay. Emma
Emma
said
from insecurity, like you stated.
yeah. Emma has responded back to Clark and said this is about men, Clark. Yeah. Move on from the woman bashing. Yeah. We're putting that out there. Right. Dion said again, beauty enhancements are just that. And she's saying to Clark, a lie to get someone in bed by just telling them what you think they want to hear is just fuckery, and I totally agree.
with you.
Yeah, you can't. I don't even think you can compare the two. Right, Michelle's going to say as women nowadays are, okay, she's continued on from the thing, I didn't read it, it's in separate, sorry. As women nowadays are becoming wiser to their bullshit and fucking them less, fuckboys always exaggerate their sexual conquests.
Real.
That is the
Nah,
realest
Now
talk
that,
ever.
that for me
Is the realest.
is the definition of a fuckboy. If you're lying about your sexual conquest, as she said,
You're a loser.
yeah.
So hold on, alright, hold on. So is it the lying about, like, when you say lying, listen, I'm old, innit? So are you talking about, oh yeah, I've done that one, I've done that one.
I'm
You
assuming
actually
that's what
haven't done that.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about, yeah, oh my gosh, I beat that one and legs was up there and this, because
No,
it's
no,
exaggerating
actually,
conquest. Which one makes you the fuckboy?
It's the
If
you
you're-
know
if
if
you're-
you've had five partners and you're telling people you had 75, like them kind of thing there.
For me, lying on anything. If you were beaten and a girl told you your sex is dead, and you turn around and say, oh yeah, I was beating up and legs in the
Tore it
air
up, yeah.
on the wall and rah. Likewise, if you're telling somebody you beat 25 girls and you've only beat 4, like, nah,
It's poor, but it happens. It happens a great deal.
nah.
Alright, but, and again, I don't want to flip this. Ladies, don't go too hard on me on this one. But in some ways, do you have to take some responsibility? Question mark. Yeah, that's not me putting a statement, that's a question. Do you have to take responsibility? Because can a fuckboy only be a fuckboy if he's allowed to be a fuckboy?
No.
Like someone just said
No.
before, and the reason why, hold on, I think Michelle said it about social media is out there. Due diligence. Yeah, that's my word.
I don't agree.
When you're dating someone or you're going out with someone, if you was gonna go out with someone, would you check their Facebook? Would you check X, Y, Z? Would you check their
That's for
Instagram?
certain aspects. If I'm just a fuckboy that just comes, I meet a girl and I just spit a bag of lies.
Exactly.
Boom. I might not be out there on social media like that. I might be just a regular social media kid, but I'm spitting a bag of lies about how I like you and I feel like we're going to move in the right direction. Take me a month or two, it might take me longer. But I'm lying up the place to get where I need to get to.
It's not like saying, oh yeah, I'm a baller when I'm not really, because you can Google that. Yeah.
Well.
If you're telling a girl, yeah, babes, I love you and this and you're the one and blah,
Bro,
blah,
I've seen
just
it.
to get the pom pom.
I've seen it, bro.
Nah, but see,
I've had a situation where I was, or I don't know, seeing a girl, yeah, and I made it clear to her that there is no relationship here. And another guy comes in the scene who knows me, tells her, oh, why are you wasting your time with him? I'm gonna give you this and give you that, just so he could get in there.
Wow.
And it worked the charm.
Did you know the guy?
Yeah, I knew.
Are you still friends with him?
We're not friends.
Just acquaintances.
Yeah, we're just acquaintances.
Ah, cool. You say man just got in there and just
Bruv,
Swat you, swat you.
mad, blood.
I don't want to
No,
go
no,
subject,
scrap
but how did you deal with that? What, did you dress
Bro,
it with him?
left it, bro. He cried, and then he let it go afterwards.
at the end of the day,
What-
you know, he's got no rights over her. Like he wasn't
true.
giving
That's
her,
how
giving
I
her
blood.
giving her what she wanted. So at the end of the day, she's
but no,
free
you know what?
to do whatever.
100%. And you know what I'm going to say as well? Credit to your brethren, yeah? Because you was the fuck boy. Alright, no, listen. You was a half fuck boy.
No, I said no
listen to
technology.
me, hear me.
So what was
Hear me out, hear me out.
So what was you?
Go on, let's go on,
You was 50% because you had no intention.
And I told her.
Right, but that's what I'm trying to say here. But she clearly wanted something else more.
She
She
was
found
a-
it.
I didn't know that.
Hey, she found it.
Bear in mind, yeah.
I'm not saying you
I
done
was
anything wrong,
just
but
listen.
she found it.
I'm not done nothing wrong because she come from a place, yeah, where there was no chance of me getting a relationship with her, yeah, because of previous existing issues, yeah. So
Like what?
You need to explain this.
Like, you can't just-
I'm lost.
Real talk, just to explain it, not to go too much into your business, yeah? But, like what?
alright, so
what you say, Holmes?
so she had previously been with one of my other friends, yeah. So I wasn't going to date her now, yeah. She had been like in a relationship with someone else. He discovered that she was loose balling, yeah. So
Loose balling.
I picked up the slack. And I just kept it straight though. I didn't want nothing else.
That's why you're the fuckboy.
Right.
No,
Your percentage is
My
going up.
thing is, you
No,
don't.
No.
Thank you, Lee, bro.
Alright,
Respect me, bro.
I'm lost, yeah.
Because you've taken the girl with no intention after your friend's been
Yeah,
there.
but
You're
if
the
he-
fuck,
yeah, but
But I'm straight.
If he's being honest with her, if he's saying, look,
That's why it's
this is what
50.
it is.
That's
No.
why it's 50.
Nah, bro.
If you're being, listen, remember what we said about in the previous topic. If a woman is gonna allow certain things, yeah, that's her business. If a man is telling you, listen, this is what I want, and this is what I want from this
Basic transition.
This transition. That's it. And she is accepting of that.
Right.
Cool.
But this is what I'm trying to say.
Can I-
Did you get a sign off from your brethren who was with her first?
Yes.
So he passed her down to you.
Because we found out she was loose balling.
I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to something different, yeah. For me, that you are either in a relationship, yeah, or you are in this other group of fuckboys, players, and players.
Wow.
Playboys.
Wow.
Now, you weren't her boyfriend, so what the fuck?
So
are
hold
you
on.
then?
So if you have sex with a girl, you're a fuckboy.
You're a playboy, innit? You're just
No, but I'm not having that. No,
No, what are you then? If you're not giving commitment, you're everything
And your
else.
intention is not.
Because
nothing
what
other
are
than-
you?
What
I'm
was
answering the question.
answer,
Let me
answer.
answer.
What was your title to her?
What?
What was your
Let him
title?
answer.
to her?
I'm gonna answer. So for me, yeah, I'm searching for a relationship in it, yeah.
Say again.
But whilst I'm searching for a relationship, I'm allowed to have sex.
What? You don't. I asked you a question.
So
and
we
you
are just
asked-
linking.
What was you to
I
her?
just told you I'm a link.
You're a link.
Yeah. What?
So you was a link.
I've answered the question.
So
I was a
you
link.
devalue
See,
yourself,
for me,
cool.
a link. If I'm someone's link, I'm someone's playboy, innit?
So basically,
You just don't want
so
that label.
basically, you are a playboy.
Yeah, you just don't want the label.
Say that again.
So you're a playboy,
You're a
yeah?
playboy.
Alright, listen, let me take it to the street.
Yes.
Let me take it to the street,
I'm not
guys.
holding that title for nothing.
Right.
You're a permanent playboy.
Nicely
man.
turned.
One second. Right, Clark has said, that's not woman bashing, it's perspective, Emma. Okay, I think they were having a little convo in there. That's cool as well, you guys go for that. Manipulation of the body versus manipulation of the mind. I'm not saying either is right, just kind of perspective.
I like that.
Hey, listen,
Who said that?
Who's that Clark?
yeah, Clark, you
Yeah,
listen.
wicked. That was wicked.
You might be better fucking, writing down things than you are verbally, mate. Yeah, nah, I'm playing. But, very, very good as well.
I like
Diona said, the real question is, why is it that sexual exploits and sleeping with multiple women is something that you need to get out of your system? Right. And I think Dwayne did touch on it. That-
Maturity.
this is
When
some of
we're
these
young, we go through that stage where we just want to sleep with girls. We don't want to be settled down. Like,
The thing about it
I'm
is,
trying to live my life, have fun.
The thing about it, I think women, like asking that question, for me, it's clear. Like men, on a whole, generally do that. Like, obviously, there's the exception to the rule. There's guys out there who don't generally go out and sleep with one bag of women and rare. But generally, men do that, innit? So it's something that happens where men are concerned. So I think women just need to accept that's going to happen somewhere in a man's lifetime. But what we're saying is get it over and done with, learn from that, move on, and settle down.
Yeah.
And that's what we're saying.
Your character should be built from it. You know what I mean? And then you're ready. But it's like some men just never get there. You can't be 45 years old going from bed to bed linking my girl at 3 p.m. and then at 7:45 you're linking another thing.
it's
You
long.
can't be at them ages doing them foolishness
It's
there.
long, it's long.
That's long, yeah, 100%.
Headache.
Yeah, it's well, the amount of drama you're gonna go through.
It's headache.
I don't know what it is, but I just it doesn't sound good to me.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah,
headache.
you're saying it's headache. You know, I can take you away. If you got a headache, bro, that's what you've had, innit?
I've had a headache.
You know what I'm saying?
It's headache, man.
I think it would be.
I don't want that ever again.
Alright, well, because you've grown up.
Yeah.
Right, Emma said, why put up with it if they are being a dickhead to you? Do they start off by feeding false hope to these women?
Yes.
100%. I think
But
that's what it is.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but that's what we're saying, Emma. It's not necessarily that they're being, in your eyes, then they're being like
Genuine,
what you want.
yeah.
Because they're feeding you everything that they think you want to hear. Do you know what I mean? So they're not necessarily being dick.
Yeah, but
dickheads.
some girls are naive, innit? Like, let's be real. Like,
I understand that, Ricky.
like
You can't play on
the
that.
whole thing about if he's saying this to you, if he's saying that to you, yeah. Listen, yeah, I'm not saying this is always the case, but there are a lot of guys that are saying this to you and saying that, yeah,
Dude.
talking bullshit. But yet you ain't never seen his mum. You ain't never met his child. Like you ain't never met none of his friends because you're still a link. Like there's certain times when you have to understand action speak louder than words, innit? So him telling you you're this, you're that, but you're never actually doing anything that kind of takes you out of that link mode. Like you have to understand.
I
like,
agree with
you're not anything else. So don't think that he's your boyfriend when really he ain't showing you none of that. He is still just a fuckboy.
I agree with you. But like how we said in the previous topic, like I'm not a mind reader. A woman likewise isn't a mind reader. So if a man is telling her, look, babes, yeah, you're the one, babes, I love you, babes, rah 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 rah. 9 times out of 10, she's gonna believe that.
For a month.
She's gonna believe that.
For a month. Maybe but like I said, like over
These guys go to extreme measures, you know.
Yeah, fam.
and like I
Get
say,
Camille's wine, dine your ass.
and there are certain guys that will introduce you to their mum, even though they brought their wifey to their mum. And to me, that like
Fam,
is
honestly,
mind blowing.
I wish I could tell you, man, but there's
I know a couple.
I know a story where a man was living a separate life, fam, for years, and it came like.
That's mad. It's
crazy.
I just, you know what? I'm just a different animal. It's just too much.
Original fuckboy. Original fuckboy.
All right, let me just take it to the stream quickly. Right. Michelle has said, I think in response, that is a fuckboy. Players and Playboys are a different kettle of fish. Yeah. Clark's come back and said, basically, women like the idea of taming a player, especially if they can see beyond the persona.
Yeah.
I think Michelle is right. The player and the fuckboy are two different animals. He seems to have such an insight into this subject. It's really good, man. Shout out to Clark.
I agree with that, though. I agree with that.
Yeah. Right. Michelle Charlesworth has said that says more about her than anyone else. She has allowed herself to be treated like that. No respect for herself. I think that's in terms of letting these fuckboys in. Cheryl's gone on to give an explanation of a fuckboy. A fuckboy just wants to fuck, stunt and lie. Their only aim is to get in the panties with no tie. He's like you rhymed. That's bars. It's taking the fuck buddy stroke friend zone into a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Right. So, fuck buddy and fuck boy, two totally separate entities.
If you know you're a fuck buddy, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Right.
That's like.
Oh, you changed your mind now, yeah?
What?
That's a mutual agreement.
Yeah, because that's what she said.
I was asking you a question before. I was asking for what other categories are there.
She's actually said
Fuck buddy is its own
Dwayne
category.
seems under pressure. He was a fuck buddy to her.
Yeah, I can work with that. Yeah, that's cool.
And I'm holding up my hand and saying
So
I
I
now
said a link,
understand that there is another category, and that is the fuck buddy category, and I'm okay with that.
Why are you okay with that?
Because I'm man enough to say that I was wrong, and I now understand and see that there is more than what I saw with my narrow
I
mind.
thought it was because that's where you were kind of in.
No, we're not.
Let me bring this one. Let me bring this one to the table. Right, Cheryl said, while he's out searching for Mrs. Right, he's sowing his royal oats. It's wrong, but men and females both do it.
Why is it wrong though?
But
It's only wrong if you lie about it.
right,
When
but
you manipulate and hurt people in the process.
Are you gullible or are you a bit naive? Not gullible. Are you a bit naive to think that women don't go out and do the same things exactly what
Listen,
we're speaking
growing
about?
up, yeah,
Could
you
this
could
be about
use-
fuck girls and boys?
You could use me all day long. I wouldn't care. Like that's not something that would bother me. You're not making me feel like you love me. I don't care.
And that's the issue.
That's what
because if a girl says, yeah, all you're good for
I'm good
is
with
that,
that.
I'm cool. But if as a man, if a girl pretended to be in love with me while she's still
Yeah, that's.
Don't mess with you.
sorry,
bro.
I just remembered. Yeah, so it's
Anyway.
reliving moments where that actually happened. So yeah, girls talking about they love you and blah blah blah, but still out looking for something else. So fucking other people.
Alright,
Yes, you know.
let me ask you guys a question then. Yeah, obviously we've got to come out of ourselves and our reality of what it is at the moment. Have at any stage in your life have you been a fuckboy?
Not me, bro.
No, but I've definitely been a fuck buddy, and it depends what because people
No, I haven't.
interpret the titles differently. So I would probably say that I could have been classed as, I hate to use the term, but I could have been classed as I don't know, Playboy player in that I have seen more than one woman
At
at
a
a
time.
time.
Oh wait a minute.
One second, I think we might be. Are we having a problem? Are we
and-
having a problem with the call-ins, guys? Can someone try and call the number? I'm not too sure if we're having a problem. I had a couple of messages saying that the number's not working. So let me know on that one, guys.
What is someone that sleeps with multiple women?
Okay, I'll hold on to
You're a
that.
Playboy.
Yeah.
So then I don't think I've been a fuckboy, but I've
Yeah, I'll
been
hold on to that bit.
I've been a fuckboy. Yeah. It just wasn't labelled that at the time. I've lied, I've deceived, I've done all of them things to get.
Right, so
where it is.
why though?
In terms of how far, because I did not want to let opportunity go, and I thought I went the route that I had to go to get what I wanted at that stage. Please, listen, no, race. I need that to settle at that stage.
at that stage in your life.
Yeah.
That you are no
Yeah, I'm
longer.
saying,
It's because there's an opportunity. You couldn't just allow it to go.
This is what I'm saying. Fuckboys are opportunists. Are opportunists. The
But hold on.
The need to lie is only done to gain what it is that they wanted, and and not allow that opportunity to slip. That's why a lot of them aren't real and say, yeah, I just want to do this, because they don't want that opportunity to go. So they will lie because they know there's more of a chance of them getting it with the lie.
All right, you put yourself out there, so you put yourself out there to be shot down. So what was your lie? Was your lie like, I love you?
I can just tell you.
Or-
don't
Yeah,
have to
I was about to
Yeah,
say.
you're about to give example. I can just tell you.
Ah.
It would be the fact of, yes, we can get into this relationship and we do, but in my head, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to hit and then I am gone. I'm going to smooth my way out of there.
Okay.
That was basically, and is that not a fuckboy? Just
Yes,
the
it
definition.
definitely is.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Why are you surprised?
Because I just didn't see that.
It's giving them the hope of something that they're
Alright, listen, we got a live call. We got a live call.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Live call, are you live?
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hiya. Right. This
State your name. State your name. State your name.
Michelle.
Or fake name.
Michelle.
All right,
I just
cool.
wanted to
What's your comment?
Clarify the difference between a player, a playboy, and a fuckboy.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So I've already done the fuckboy. So a player is basically a skilled manipulator who, you know, it's quite technical. He basically just makes them believe that he's into you just for his personal gain, for self-ego boosting. That's basically a playboy. Like that's a player.
I want to get back to that
Okay.
one after.
All right.
Yeah. So then you've got a playboy who chooses a number of women and he chases them, like because it's a conquest for them. And basically, what he does is he'll profess his love, he'll whine, he'll dine you, he'll basically bring you into his lifestyle, and then obviously once he's done with you, that's it.
Michelle, can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Out of the three, which would you say is more offensive? Which is the worst in your opinion?
She hasn't explained
She hasn't
fuckboy
done the third one yet.
Jumped in early.
When she said I'd done a fuckboy already, I think
Yeah.
she must have done it on the
No,
stream.
I done fuckboy already in the
Oh,
comments,
okay, so right,
fuckboy.
okay.
Alright.
So who's
Not
worse?
So in your view,
What's a
which
fuckboy?
one is the
A
worst?
fuckboy is worse than any of the others.
For what reason?
What does a fuckboy do then?
A fuckboy basically is just a waste of space, like someone who just has no morals regarding themselves, they have no standards,
the woman as
and they basically just believe to be something that they're not. So they're basically, how can I put it? It's like
A ruder version of a
they
playboy.
try to live a champagne lifestyle
Beer
on
money.
Tesco value orange juice.
So it's a deception of life as well.
Of course, that's
Alright,
what it is. That's what a fuckboy is. Fuckboy is mainly just a whole deception on your character, your persona, and the person that you are. A player and a playboy are people that basically are manipulative for sexual gain.
Okay.
Cool.
Completely different.
Alright, Mish, thank you for your call. Appreciate
No
that.
worries.
Yeah. Alright,
Thank you,
take
thank
care.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
I don't manipulate them.
Listen,
I don't
I just
think
want
I'm
to
in it.
retract my statement.
I'm not on that.
Based on that,
Yeah.
I wasn't a fuckboy.
So was you?
I was the first one.
Player.
She
Player.
The manipulator.
I was a skilled manipulator.
You sound proud though, fam.
That's what I was. It doesn't matter how I sound. That's what I was. I was a skilled manipulator. I wasn't. It wasn't the whole fuck.
I don't think
I'm
I'm any of them, but I will say there are certain aspects of all of
You've never been any of them.
There's certain
I don't sound
aspects.
like this.
Can I talk?
Yeah,
There's
please.
certain
do.
aspects, and I hold up my hand and I apologize for treating women.
No, man's giving up.
Have you given a public apology?
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Oh wow.
I'm and you know what? To most, I think I've apologized, but
You haven't got tissue.
I'm sorry for
All right, let's get this.
for doing the act.
Sorry.
Not all the actions, but I'm sorry for conducting myself in a way that made you feel like I may have had feelings, even though I was saying I don't want a relationship.
Still comes out the black.
Yeah.
I was saying. I was.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry.
Don't you think this should
Sorry,
be
sorry.
personal to the people that you've done
Sorry.
it
And I said I think I've done that, but I just want to be sure.
to? All right, so you just
I
want to do
think
it
I
now.
may have been in a position before where I have treated women like they're going to be something else, even though, and I've expected them to go on my words rather than my actions. And I've said, listen, I don't want a relationship, but yet I might still call you, and I might turn up at your house at 11 o'clock, and I might have that special drink that you like, or that that sweet that you like. But that's the kind of thing that makes them see you in a different light and wants more. And in a way, doing those kind of nice boyfriend type things is manipulative.
I can ask you a question.
And I hold up my hand to say that I've done those kind of things.
Why did you do that if you know better? Why did you do it? So you're apologising, but why'd you do it?
Because I want to make them feel good.
Bro, that's not-
And I believe.
So it wasn't for self-gain at all?
I believe making women
You're
feel.
slightly a fuckboy, you
I
know?
believe making women feel good is
He's
because
even now, even now, what he's doing
benefits
is
me.
fuckboy tendencies. Because
You lot are getting on him, yeah, but a man is being honest with the woman, and okay, maybe
with what woman?
he's saying to the woman, look,
He's apologising to multiple
what he
women.
said, what he said there,
Well,
what he
not,
said,
not right now, bro.
No,
I'm not apologising
what
to
he was saying
right now.
What
What
was all of that then?
No, what he was
No,
saying,
one
though,
thing
is
is
he
I'm
lied?
not doing this setting you on right now.
What he was saying is that
Bust.
he told the woman, look, nothing ain't popping off right now, but his actions were treating the woman nice. Now for me, I don't see nothing wrong with that. He's treating a woman nicely.
No, but it is wrong. Because if
I'm
I've
not
told
being
you,
funny, he was not a man of his word.
if I've told you
His
I don't.
actions are different to what he was
So
saying.
right, so if I don't, right,
he's
so,
not a man of
let me
his
back
word.
up. So what you're saying to me is, if I just want to sleep with you, I must treat you like shit. No, I can treat you nice.
If
You're
I
getting that wrong, bro. Let me speak.
Just
What's
one
my
last
conflict?
thing. If I say I only want you for sex, yeah, and I don't want a relationship, I then shouldn't say, hey, you know I'm hungry, let's go here to eat. What the fuck am I doing? Like, I shouldn't be doing everything.
Listen,
And the moment you don't set, because at the end of the day, when you're just a link, you need to have boundaries. Everyone needs boundaries for whatever category you're in. And the moment you start combining those boundaries with
Blurring the lines.
with blurring the lines, then it's manipulating, because it's not like I don't know what I'm doing, or it's my intentions might be true. My heart might be in the right place, but at the end of the day, I know better. I understand what is happening by doing
Can I ask a
something
question?
like that.
So what about, okay, so you've told a woman, I don't want a relationship, yeah? But you've gone round and you're just chilling with her and watching a bit of TV and stuff like that. Is there anything wrong with that? 'Cause I think that's perfectly fine.
But if you're spending quality time with her,
Well, you're so
then
black and white
obviously,
sometimes, bro.
you know,
Fucking hell.
you know what that is doing to that.
Well, can I say, right,
When
so
we're
for me,
sitting down watching films, she's cuddling up and all of that. I'm manipulating.
Right, you're saying that as manipulating, but I see it like this, yeah? I see it as boom, yeah?
Go on.
I'm linking you, but I don't want you to feel rubbish. I want you to feel nice about yourself. You know what I mean? I don't want you to feel like I'm just using you.
You know what? You're naive. All this time, you would be in a player. You were pretending you
Let me just, can I just say one thing?
I want you to
One
feel
second,
good about
one
it.
second.
He's got fuckboy beliefs.
No, honestly. Now, guys, real talk. What Marlon's actually saying, and Marlon's saying to people out there and to the girls, like I wanted them to make you feel good. It actually wasn't about the girls. It was about him. You know what I'm saying? It's about him.
I don't
Serious,
agree.
bro. I
don't agree with that.
You're
Why?
saying
Go on, why?
you're saying that you're the one calling to say let's go out. That's kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You're going, let's go out and have a drink.
And vice versa.
That's because you want the company.
No, but at the same time,
you want the company, and you know that she wants to give that to you, so you're manipulating her, and you're leading her
I
on.
should say no. That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, let's say she
Based
says,
on the example you get.
let's say she says, I want to go here. I knowing the situation should say no. But I'm
100%.
very likely to say, yeah, I'm hungry too. Let's go.
You're hungry too. For you, I agree that's wrong, but I'm talking about the whole chilling thing and spending a bit of time.
It's all
I don't
the
see
same.
what. No, it's not.
It's all
Why
the
are you
same.
gonna make a girl feel disused? Like I don't want her to feel used. I want her. I'm a nice guy.
I hear you.
No.
I hear you, but you
Listen. Being a nice
You don't want
guy
to be free.
means that you're not going to be
the horrible person.
leading her on. You spending quality time with her is leading her
No,
on.
don't know what to. So I'm gonna beat and bounce.
If that is what, if you already
Girl feel rubbish. I ain't gonna stay my
Yes,
name.
Yes, it's
Let
true.
me
She
finish.
will.
Let me finish.
But what
If
is-
you're categorizing your not relationship, but your business partnership, whatever it is, yeah. If you're categorizing that as just sex, then it should be just sex.
Alright.
It shouldn't be just sex and you chill and you watch TV. And
So
cuddle
you just watch
and
a
blah,
film
blah, blah.
and
No.
she cooks for you, yeah? She cooks for you and you lot watch a film.
That's
then
all
you
right, bro.
No, it's
You know what?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
All right.
it
No,
is.
it's not, because the reason why I think it's okay here is because if I just go around beat and bounce here,
It
she's
is
gonna
not.
listen. She's not gonna be my link for too long because she's not feeling valued.
Right, and then it goes to what he's saying.
No.
So that means the reason why you're doing all of that is because you don't want her to feel shit because you don't want her to go away.
She's being a fuckboy.
You're being a fuckboy, then.
No, blood. I want her to feel valued.
Listen,
She's a valued.
you know when
Would
you're
you
linked.
would you say she's a valued customer?
But that's the thing.
She's a
But when
very
you, this is what I'm
client,
trying to
yeah.
say.
She's a client.
When you go to the barbers, you're going for a trim. You get up and leave.
But
Yeah,
talking
one
about
second,
this.
1 second, yeah. Forget that. If you leave and your trim is sharp, you're happy,
Yeah.
regardless of whether you had the
That's
conversation or not.
You don't go around. So you don't go to your barbers and say,
Hey,
I'm
listen,
gonna jump
guys,
the
we
barbers.
got a live caller. We got a live caller.
Alright, cool.
Hello.
Alright, you're live.
Hi.
Hello.
I just want to.
Can you state your name, please?
I'm sorry. My name is Dion Maxwell.
How you doing, Dion?
Hey, Dion.
Hey. I just want to say that if you know women are emotional creatures and spending time with them, acting a certain way towards them, whether you said to them you don't want to be in a relationship or not, she is likely, not always, but is likely to catch feelings and make you see something differently. So regardless of whether you've set the scene from the beginning, if you continue to act like potential boyfriend or you're paying an interest, she may start to think, you know what, he changed his mind, I can see something happening. So you're feeding into that fuckboy mentality.
Right,
when you then turn around and say, no, bun that, I don't really want to be with you, babes, I don't see you that way, she's going to be bitter and mad. So the next man that she picks up, she's going to be acting a different way too. So men contribute to bitter women.
Dion,
I totally agree.
Can I ask you a question?
agree.
So Dion, so if it's like, I'm not doing a rape thing here and going out to dinner and whining and all that nonsense. But if you're just chilling and watching a film and having sex,
And she cooked for you.
and she's cooked for you, is that wrong?
Yes, it's wrong. Why is she cooking for you? You don't deserve them kind of treatment. Just come, fetch down the dick and go about your business.
Sorry. Can you please rewind? What did you just say? Just what?
Just come, let's sleep together, and then you can go home.
What? So are you cool with that? Women that they
No, me personally, no.
Stop asking for more. She's told you what she said. She's told you. Because I
Dion, let's appreciate the call, yeah?
That's right, cool.
Cheers, man. Take care.
I said she's a valued customer. Client.
I didn't say it though, blood.
Live caller.
Hi, it's Sherelle calling.
How you doing, Sherelle?
Hello, Sherelle.
How you guys?
What's your comment?
So, you guys were just talking about Marlon saying if a girl calls and she says, let's go here, and asks him, and he's most likely to say yeah. So my thing is, I feel like you lot are getting confused with someone just being fuck buddies, because if you and your fuck buddy have an understanding that that is just what it is, there shouldn't be any harm in you guys going to get anything to eat, unless the other person that it potentially could be taken too far.
Okay.
Cool.
No, yeah, go on, D.
I don't think we're getting that confused. I think if there's a mutual agreement there, Sherelle, if there's a mutual agreement between both parties, then that's what it is. That's cool. But if the boundaries have been set, it's just sex, and then you're then leading that person on by spending time, which is then going to allow the other person to think, oh, maybe it's more than just sex. That's where the problem occurs, and that's what we're saying.
If it's just sex, then leave it with just sex then.
Exactly, and that's what we're saying.
And that's it. Listen, Sherelle, appreciate your call. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, say that. Right, listen, this is the key point, and we have to wrap up shortly, yeah? Everyone keeps talking about agreements and what's being said. You are not just led by what's being said, your actions also lead people as well.
True.
Do you understand what I mean?
I don't understand.
It counts almost as much. Because I can say, rah, I hate you, but if I hug you, you're gonna know I don't actually hate you.
I think as growing up, I've not looked at it like that, innit? So I've taken away the responsibility from myself, and I thought, if I was concerned, I'm being honest with them, innit? So that's how I saw it. Obviously, looking at it, it ain't. I understand, but I still see my own.
It's not as black and white as
It's not as black and white as it's not as black and white as I piss off, man. It's not as black and white. It's not as black and white as I thought it was, innit? Like I thought that you just be honest and that, and that's that. But obviously, it's not. And I'm not gonna go as far as rapes and start doing the whole apologising stuff, but. Yeah, I do see things slightly different.
That was his way of saying, I apologise, I'm just not going to say it.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not apologising for shit. I'm grown now. Like them things that get wiped away, like
It is what it is, isn't it?
baptism and all that thing. That got washed away, innit? So I've moved on from that.
But
listen,
but she could be hiding in a little corner, just broken.
well,
from what
listen,
you did to her.
she's weak if she's still doing it after all of these years.
Jesus,
We're talking how having many years.
Wow.
20 plus
Wow.
years. Come on,
Wow.
man. Get over yourself.
Wow.
Right. It's not even 20 plus. I'm not that old.
Yeah.
But whatever. Let's keep it moving. Right. We got to wrap up, guys.
Yeah.
Let me just get everyone's final thoughts so we can wrap up the show. Everyone, again, just before we go into this, if you can literally press the like button, the thumbs up on there, share this out with your friends as well. It helps us immensely, and it obviously kind of helps get the word. Big up Dion, big up Sherelle as well for calling in. Appreciate that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Marlon.
Players, Playboys, fuckboys, and whatever else we brought into it as well. Kind of what I said earlier, I don't agree that a fuckboy or whatever it is can be unlucky in love. Like at the end of the day, you ain't looking for love. You're about a whole different life. My thing on how they then change themselves into not being that anymore it's all about timing. Many guys just have to get out of their system. They have to learn to move on, learn to grow, and many of them don't do it. Many of them have found it easy for so long and they've got so accustomed to it that they don't actually want anything else ever. And it's about women understanding which ones those are, and which ones those ain't. Yeah, that's it.
So for me, I just want to send a message to the guys. I think you got to look at yourselves in the mirror. If you are moving in a way where you are manipulating people to a point where you're telling girls you love them and you know you don't, then you have to question yourself as to why you were like that. Look back at what possibly put you in them problems, because you've got some serious issues that need to be addressed. I feel sorry for women that are manipulated like that. As the guys have said, you do need to look for the telltale signs of how they're actually treating you rather than what they are just saying.
Yeah, fuckboys, playboys, whatever it is. I don't know. Alright, as a footballer, you want to play against the best, innit? You want to put your skill against the best, and that's the way I see it when you're dealing with approaching a woman and whatnot. You want to put your best game forward and see if you can be successful in kind of recruiting this woman. You know what I mean? Into your stable. So for me, as a guy, there shouldn't be any lying. You don't need to lie about shit in order to get a woman, because at the end of the day, there's plenty of women out there. Like, the lying, it's just, I just can't get with it.
Plenty of players use drug enhancements though.
Huh?
To get what they need to do.
Was that?
Plenty of players use drug enhancements to be
Different conversation for a different day. In regards to the women, yeah, like Dee said, telltale signs. I would say, women, you need to take more ownership and responsibility. I would also say that take time. You know what I mean? Don't go rushing into things, because that's when men then get controlled, when you go rushing into things and then you could then slept with him, committed that act, and he's now in control. Take time and allow a man to show his true colours. That's when you'll see what he's really and truly like, whether he's a fuckboy, whether he's genuine or not.
Alright, I want to come from a slightly different angle. Basically, everyone talks about, game. That's the first mistake, and we're calling it a game. So I think women need to be more receptive for guys being themselves, so they can be more open and they don't have to run game to get your attention or to do anything on these things. Just be a bit more receptive. When I say receptive, I'm not saying you have to accept every guy that comes to you. But even when, the put down, Dwayne would tell you, you've been put down bare times. It's not nice. And it takes a while to recover from these things. Obviously that's just humour. But in terms of, the fuckboys and just being liars and deceitful, like, think about if someone was doing this to your mum, how would you feel, innit? Like, just fix up, grow up, you know what I'm saying? Be like me. I've grown up now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a fuckboy, I'm a skilled manipulator. Yeah, let's
Who was?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So happy about it.
No, I'm not happy. It's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? But let's not be that anymore. And deal with your insecurities. Yeah, let me just try and get a bit serious. Deal with your insecurities. Find out what actually makes you happy, because it is through insecurities and these conquests that you are finding some sort of shallow happiness, if I can kind of call it that. Yeah, and that's kind of my view.
So one more thing. Can I just say, any guy that is not in a relationship and not all engaged and married and all that bullshit, yeah?
It's not bullshit.
Alright, it's not bullshit. Alright, man, gosh, get over yourself.
That's your first problem.
Can I just say, it doesn't mean that they haven't grown and they're not ready for a relationship and they're not ready for love. I'm just saying.
We know you love for everything.
I'm just saying, because I feel like you lot kind of knocked all the single guys.
The thing about it is, listen, there is an exception to the rule in every situation. You know what I mean? So it's not about sweeping statements. We're just talking to the people where these rules apply.
Yeah. Oh, but I guess it's fine because I'm not a self-proclaimed player, playboy. Or anything.
You're not self-proclaimed, but hey.
Listen.
Anyway,
right, listen, guys. Thank you again for joining us. Appreciate the love. Keep sharing it out. This will be available on Facebook soon, guys. We are out.
Peace.
Peace. Oh man.
Yeah.
Does it stop?
It's done that thing again.